Hello.
Hello.
How
Yay.
are you?
Do. What'd you say?
I said, how are you?
Oh, good.
Good, good.
Good.
I'm
Good.
so excited because because we have a slideshow and
Yeah.
we made
It's
it.
exciting. We're this is us blooming, if you will.
Yes. And I've never seen it. So it's
I
all
yeah, I went back in time to when I had an 8th grade presentation. It was a really big deal. So I used all the same technology I knew from then now.
excellent
So,
because
and
I
this is
have
and this was for your birthday, and we're still in the month. So,
yes, thank you.
you're welcome.
Also thank you to Naked and Laughing as well.
Right. Thank you. That was so sweet of her to include you and all of the
All the
really,
special people, everyone
yeah, in
special.
the world, like
Yeah, yeah,
together
I know.
in one post.
I just want to clarify that for me, in today's this morning's post, I feel that she's taught when she mentions a best friend of mine. I think in my mind she's referring to Kanye West. Like I read it maybe 5 times, and I'm like, Kanye, because that's the other person in my birthday, like in my birthday.
I think because you said Kanye and because it is your birthday month, you get to decide. This is
Okay,
your, yeah,
thank you, thank
who
you.
that person is. And if that is who, because like I told you, reading now post is like half song lyric, half poetry, half spell.
That's true.
Like, and those are 3 halves, which makes a lot of sense here. So
Yep, yep.
um that's exactly it. It's 3 halves, and you
It's
have to
three
just
halves.
open your mind to the fact that there are 3 halves to now,
Yep.
and read it. And there's a lot open to, it's art, it really is. And if it moves you towards Kanye, then like go with it.
Yeah, that is where I moved, and I
Right.
felt that it was a gift.
It
And
really was a gift of
yeah,
a poem. I loved
like
it.
she was saying, "Bitch, go to bed," but she was also saying, "Ah ha ha, wicked laughter. You will never get your plates, but here's this," and that means the world to me.
The
I
play.
love you, Nal.
You'll have to let me know. I don't even know. I have a whole set in my mind because I've decided what the plates look like. Haven't seen a
Oh,
picture of.
I have to show you because
Yes, please
it
do.
breaks my
So,
heart.
like in the next slideshow, can we please include a picture of this mysterious plate so that I can place, actually have something connected? Because
1000%.
right now it's like the Mad Hatter's tea set,
Yep.
all of those
Yep.
together in one box.
Yep. No, 1000% we can. Oh my god.
That's what I am envisioning, but you'll have to show me. Okay. So
Okay.
anyway, yeah, this is a little story time. It's kind of a hodgepodge. It doesn't really matter. It's not linear. And happy birthday.
Yay, thank you. Okay, I will go to slide 1.
Okay.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Oh wait, I can do this for free.
Do you
I
remember
do
this?
what I couldn't do last night. Making it big. Jesus Christ. Okay. What
So
is this about?
this is from Vegas's Discord. Um, no,
Oh no. Okay, sorry. Actually, like non-sarcasm. I do remember, like you asked me earlier, I do remember, I think like this. Like I thought the whole time that you meant in Hot Mess, and so I was like, no, I don't remember the picture going there. Okay, gotcha. Go.
yeah, I know. So last time we were talking about how Vegas, I really wanted to give her space, a lot of it, and
Yes.
she just out of the blue put that, if you put anything on me, you're banned for good. And it was like I hadn't done anything. Um,
Oh my god. I
but I
just realized that
decided
it's
to.
added to you. Like it's
I
just
was like, and it was funny because I remember everyone, I almost could feel people like
I'm
with
so
their hands on my shoulders, when you have like a coat on, and I just like ran out of the coat and I'm like, oh, y'all oxen free. I'm doing it.
Wait, I need to know what Kayla is saying. Who is that from? Was it
because someone else posted it in there and
that
they
was
just blamed
obviously
me. It
somebody
wasn't
that
me.
rhymes with re. Yes.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter who.
It doesn't matter who, but I want in my heart to feel
This
that it
is
was
partially to tattletale, but partially because people have been talking about things in this Discord, and these are some of the this is the kind of stuff I took pictures of, is like things that I actually did or affected me. I wasn't just out there creeping on everybody. I don't have hardly any pictures of you at all. I have nothing. The people pictures I have are all the AI art that were just so amazing, like when their hands were mangled or their face. If I remember at one time I told our friend Cornbread. I'm just trying to decide what we're gonna call them.
Yeah, I was gonna say anybody with a channel, like I think we can call them their channel names, right? Like that seems normal, right?
I don't know, but I asked her if a bear had attacked her face. Like I was really not very nice about those pictures because they were just horrible and everyone knew they were horrible. We were all just ripping them apart.
I get to see that? Wait, she had AI pictures?
Yeah.
No, shut your face. Wait, no. Oh wait, unless you're talking about the AI pictures like the TikTok, like the the weird
filter ones, but people were just doing filters. It was more of a filter where it'd be like a theme and they would or various themes and they'd one of them would be like a night and one would be like something ethereal and one of them would be like something kind of witchy or one of them would be futuristic and they were ridiculous and they made everybody just look silly and often they would look at my AI photo right now. Like I typed in soil into an AI jewelry generator because I got a little carried away with just art, and as one does. And I this is what it made. Like the jewelry doesn't make any sense, right? There's like it does, like if you look closely,
there's
the earrings.
Yes, no, I know they're
all wrong.
Yes, exactly. No, I know.
Yeah,
but
so
okay,
anyway,
I remember. That
happened with you guys. So those are so as far as like I'm sneaky or whatever. Yeah, I definitely covered my butt. And also remember, we were collecting information for Jessica, who was there, and back and forth. So we would like log stuff and post it in, and I have proof of that too. I think in here too. And yeah, we had a whole channel or room or whatever just to keep information when she was there and back. So we kind of logged stuff. So it wasn't like just me. Everybody, there's a lot of people who have pictures, I think. And recordings
just my name. Like I put my name in the search bar one day, like after a particularly warm, like a funny, like a good fun time, right? Like because how sometimes like a particular person or something would have like a crazy night and people would be like, just say their name a lot. So like as a particularly like, I don't know, it was probably around the holidays. And I put my name in the search bar just to see every time like somebody added me on something crazy or like what crazy things they were like, Lux, can you answer to the like Lux, like whatever. And you know what I mean? So it's like I have people with shit like that. It's like, no, like not everything. Is
and I wasn't like trying to get info on everybody like they were, because like somebody, like some of us would drop a picture of something and take it out, or other people did, and I didn't take evidence of all of that. Like other people did though, and they gave me stuff and were passing it around. It's funny how I'll show you that later. But anyway, I want to get to this particular picture though, because this is do you remember what the picture is from?
No, what the next picture is?
No, just this one in the gambler.
100%. This is a beautiful eatery called Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Yes, forever, never forget, never ever forget.
So she was streaming. We were all there. She decided to film the menu, the electronic menu. She flips it around, and there is her reflection. And that is the moment when the Hot Mess Express realized that we had been catfished by Vegas.
Also, can we just say that no fewer than at least 10 people from that Discord, it turned out like later when people actually started like copying to it, like it's like, oh, I took a picture too. No, I have a picture.
I
No, I
didn't
have a
have.
picture.
This
Like,
is the thing. The nicest people did art like this. This is from one of the most kind, wonderful people you would ever meet. In the Discord, we played like this. Like they took their skills from their highfalutin jobs that they in trainings and stuff and put them towards pastimes like this because it was just silly and it was in our Discord and we did it to bug each other. And someone made this movie poster teasing Vegas about this picture because Vegas tried to tell us, oh, just my hair was bad and this was bad. I was swollen and
favorite is Sam's like the comfort like that Sam gave. Like it's like, you guys, Sam said that like because my hair was out of place, like you guys are making
the glasses were askew. Everything was bad. This is like we're being very kind. We're not going to share this picture because it's not the most flattering photo of anybody. No. Also, my favorite part, and I'm going to share my favorite part, my secret, is the show hand. Do you remember the show hand?
Wait, what do you mean show hand? What do you mean show hand?
So we figured out that Vegas has one hand that she paints her nails on and grows up.
And then there's just like the activity hand.
And that's the hand, the cam hand that you see pointing at things, running lottery machines, doing all of what they're big gambling.
This is why she's famous. This is why she gets
a big one has it probably for, business reasons has just like no art on the nail at all.
It is business reasons.
Because you have party in the front, business in the back. It's just front of house, back of house nails. That's why I call it her show hand. And I love it. It's Vegas, right? You have it just is so classic Vegas. It represents her exactly. Anyway, I love this picture. I love the art. It represents like weird crap. Also, I don't know if you remember my PFP, what it's from, if you can even see it in this picture. It's kind of small on my computer. But it's from when my vacuum got clogged.
Oh my God. Yes. I hated you for so many reasons. Like, it's like you tortured me in these little ways that were like, I was like, please remove that. And you were like, ha, ha, ha.
And then someone made it into a bunny. Like they made it into art.
Exactly.
And so like when people are talking about weird crap that got posted in there, I was like, my vacuum got clogged, and everyone's like, take a picture, post it. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And they're like, oh, man, how did that even happen? And I'm like, I have pets, I have kids, like I don't know what to tell you. I vacuum a lot. Like
I remember you vacuuming and people asking you,
can you vacuum and let us hear it? But
thank you for ASMR.
Stupid, like they're like, we just want to hear you vacuuming, and I was like,
okay. I don't.
I tried really hard, but it
kept cutting out, like
funneled it out. It didn't work.
Yes, it was so bad. Like it was really miserable because like I was like,
I should have got a mic just for my vacuum.
You should have. Like think about like being a creator. Like this
woman. No, I wasn't a star. Like
you didn't know how famous you might become. You didn't know.
And then what's hilarious is when I remember when I said people came in and hit on a couple of moms and then they left.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was like, "Is that really you?" And they'd like throw up somebody's PFP,
and it was
one of the hot ones or whatever. And I'd be like, "Oh, well, this is really me." And so I throw up my vacuum clog, and all the dudes would be like, "Ooh, what is that?"
Oh God, I hated all of the dudes.
I hated all the dudes, and I still do.
Yeah, I don't take it back. I don't care. I did feel bad for Jedivine at one point because I just felt like,
oh yeah, man, he got really thrown in the mix. They tried to put bad name on his brand. I actually have a screenshot of him too, hilariously enough, trying to defend himself against being used in our battles.
Oh God! See, I like. Oh my God!
I didn't dig that out because these are just it's so many. So these are just a scattering. But I'll find that one too. Everything I talk about, I will back up with a screenshot. So
okay. Yes, because I don't.
Because everyone out there is like, receipts. Here's my receipt. I got kicked out, permanently banned for good. Sorry,
Yep.
banned for good. You're banned for good. If you put anything on me, you're banned for good. I was banned for good.
Listen, she's like she's a woman of her word.
Sometimes she is, and she kicked me out permanently.
I just didn't have like I just have no. I'm excited because I never saw him anywhere but like I don't remember seeing him anywhere but this Discord and then Cunty Discord. So like that's I'm like ooh, like I don't remember seeing him in the like aka on YouTube streets. So yes, I'm excited for new whatever.
Yeah, I just screenshotted a comment he put somewhere basically telling the Discord gals, absolutely do not impersonate me. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, okay. We're in the way. Are we in the way? Our pictures?
Yeah, we're in the way. Okay, hold on. Let me see how I'll take that away. Yeah.
Bye, everybody. We're back at house now. Okay, so this is in the Hot Mess Express. And we had talked last time about how part of the setup or the reasoning behind why we had to stir up trouble in Hot Mess Express, which was not the culture, not the vibe at all, to like surprise and emotionally sabotage people in there.
No.
This was one of the excuses.
You left and it became too docile. Wait, you left and it became too docile, too calm. Is this this is toward who?
This is talking to Jessica because Jessica's on the VC or whatever.
Oh, she's talking about
and this is
absence, my queen, like everything became calm.
This is like, hey, like, yeah, we basically as a group after Jessica left became too docile, too calm, too boring, too by the books, too moral, too ethical, too sensitive. We wouldn't, we weren't just, I guess we weren't exciting enough. And
Brooklyn, like it's just whatever. It's like
she decided a few people decided apparently and had talk. I mean, yeah, so
I don't care about like this narrative. It's like because
Brooklyn was throwing stones and this is her like hiding her hands. Like she was part of all of the big part of the problem.
I mean, she's always part of the problem, but the thing is that it's like it wasn't calm and docile. Like it's like that's the thing. It's like this is just a boot licking, like, your loyal soldier is here to assure you we did not have fun without you. It was so boring. Oh my God, everyone was boring me to tears. But it's like, no,
she never let us know. Like there was never a day where Brooklyn was like, you guys are boring and docile. We need to spice things up in here.
No.
I guess she decided just to like say that to the Jessica or who, I don't know who she was talking to about that, but
this is how they became close because it's like to me, she was too busy telling me to like, Lexi, get on the mic, wake up, are you awake? Like, wake up, like, come on, talk to somebody. It's like,
she was like always wanting everyone to get on VC. She loved listening to everybody. She was always in the mix doing like,
she was always awake somehow.
Yeah, she was around all the time and she was documenting, I think, a lot, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think
which we all were. We weren't, but she was the one who would throw out the most embarrassing pictures that none of us other people would have. She would keep and throw those out at random times. She always had the worst of the worst. And any personal picture you shared in there, I don't think she really cared about any of my pets, but she did steal a picture of my eye that got used later.
Yeah, for a fictional character like Glinda. Yeah. Oh God, idiot. Okay. Next slide,
I
because
think it's the next one is just her again saying something that's very similar, but it's like her just, yeah. We
yes,
were
you
just
win. Sometimes it's a little uptight. I hate uptight.
yeah, just like right after. So yeah, so it's like these are her two messages. Right, this is her like everyone else is upset, but she's just like, you know what, you're just Jessica was saying. I just heard that it was just a little uptight, a little boring, and here's the one person who said that saying, yeah, this is it got boring. So they decided for the rest of us that it was too uptight, too boring. And even though there's like a whole other Discord to do everything, she, as it didn't really care about the group and there are other signs that the group was faltering, but this is like
what
bomb
it is.
night. This is like in the throes of like, I guess it's bomb afternoon for
Okay.
But this is the bomb night. This is the night that I left.
Just like it's just that it's like what it's just maybe it's because as per usual I have 50 other 50 like other million screenshot things floating into my mind, but it's like I just feel like this feeds it doesn't it feeds the beast of like as if like these people always talk like this, right? Like this is like her and like it's like people like Billy Bedbug ran like fun game nights, like like there were like we had movie nights, we had just
we were watching
talking.
horror films. I don't
Yeah,
know
like
how to tell
really
you.
crazy
We were talking about
VFX.
true crime. We were
We
talking
were
about like really, really traumatizing mental health stuff. We
literally
were
nothing
talking
ever stops. Nothing
about
ever stops.
people were showing actual full on like streaming Bigfoot. Like someone had
I
remembered
remember that.
the movie that they had their first wet dream to, and they
Uh,
streamed it, right?
but
And it
I
was
don't
a weird,
understand
and
the
I don't
Bigfoot thing.
remember. I remember, but because they made fun of her. I wasn't there that time, but they made fun of them and started posting Beauty and the Beast, like
I remember that.
sex photos because it was like a Bigfoot or it was like a beast or something that was in the porn. It was a porn about a Bigfoot or yeah. So they watched a Bigfoot porn or like sorry if I'm wrong about if it being a Bigfoot or Sasquatch, an abominable snow man,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Loch Ness
please don't
monster.
keep.
Like I'm really
You're
apologize. I
gonna get
don't mean to
accused.
step on your. I
No,
am uptight, so I do
no,
get
that's not it. It's that
my
you're gonna get.
porn's wrong because I didn't
Um,
watch.
well, yeah, I mean you're boring, but it's that.
I'm boring.
Yeah, but you're gonna get accused of
So
You're
I'm
gonna.
boring and uptight, but like, why dox me later? Then I don't know. Whatever. So yeah. Anyway, I left because I didn't like how I was treated that night, and I didn't like. It was beyond like if someone's uptight and boring, then I guess you just stress them out and trigger them and make them disassociate. So.
Yes. No, I think that it's that because it's like I was gonna what I meant to say was that you're going to get accused of being the source of the uh lie that there was or I mean was it a lie that there was a bestiality porn in Jessica Messica's Discord, because it was like that was another hot tweet that was whatever that was spread. It was
well,
like
maybe it was bestiality. I don't believe it was because it
just
was a fictional humanoid creature, which I know there are lots of novels about and like stuff like that. Like, because obviously, I actually used to work right next door to a sex therapist who gave me lots of fun stories. But um, so yeah, like I know there's like a wide range of fictional porn, whatever. It's all fantasy. So it
no
was a fantasy, but it was not actual bestiality. I am
no,
not claiming that. No.
not that, and then it was not that, and then also also, I believe, was based, because I completely forgot about Bigfoot. I completely forgot, but I also associate Bigfoot with Nall, because Nall had always been hunting Bigfoot. Like
Oh
she would
wow.
just, yeah, she'd always, and she thinks that she saw Bigfoot one night.
Okay, you're not like, just for now's sake, just sorry to interrupt you, but I just really want to make sure that we put this out there. Like, now we do not endorse this SA of any large feeded forest living creatures,
Thank you.
especially Bigfoot. We would never ever like want him to be uncomfortable in any way like that, and nor would we want to make jokes about that, because that would endorse like the culture that it's okay, and then maybe Bigfoot wouldn't come forward and tell Bigfoot's story, you know. That would be really sad to silence Bigfoot. So
True. Thank you.
I just want to make sure we take care of that. And
Thank
there
you.
was no bestiality that I ever saw in Hot Mess Express or any of me. I don't know beyond that, but
the, you know what I remember that fueled that rumor, not like, you know, the people that whatever that went with that rumor, it was that the dolphin porn night, you know, like the
oh
man
my
who was
god,
in love
that
with
was
the
like,
dolphin.
okay, yeah. Oh
Yes,
wait,
yes.
oh shit.
And then
Damn.
I was so
Okay.
mad because people would not
Sorry.
stop putting in like
Retraction.
images
I
of
owe everybody in whoever decided to listen to this a retraction. Um, this is true. There
that
is
happened,
okay.
but I
Uh,
wouldn't
can
categorize
I
like that, like
wait?
people were
We
consenting.
need to.
Like,
Can we
I
get
was
some
not consenting.
context here?
I was upset. I
Holy
didn't want.
fudge!
I was
What were
hurt.
we? It wasn't in my algorithm. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh my god!
Not my algorithm.
It was like based on, and I feel I
Oh,
don't even
okay.
know, like,
Who
because
brought that forward? Was it her? Was it Jessica
it
Messica?
was Jessica Mesca. Because the
Jessica
thing was,
Messica, thank you, Lord. Okay, for doing
yeah,
this to us.
of course,
Decided to share with us a love story.
yeah,
Like,
because of
that
course,
is
I think we
can be
watched the
found
documentary maybe about the man that was involved.
on YouTube, not hidden anywhere that I remember it being hidden. Now things have changed, terms of service in the last few years, in the last 15 years since we were back way back then in olden times.
Yeah, yeah, that, you know, since almost it has been 15 years.
It
That's
has
true.
been like, but so don't get me wrong, but Jessica decided to share a love story between a man who decided he was in love with a dolphin and
Well, he was.
engaged in 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 a in a relationship with this dolphin that he felt was, you know, something that no one else thought it would be. No
Yeah,
one ever would think that he
yeah.
thought what he thought. So ultimately, I'm not even, I want to say don't look up the story because it's
You don't need to.
tragic.
You don't need to.
It's no, it's not transformative. It's not helpful to know it.
No,
And I kind of wish I didn't
no.
know it. I will if I could scrub my brain free of that in the movie Seven, and then maybe that time I farted tripping up the stairs in high school junior year. I
Yeah,
think I would. I
yeah.
really would erase those things from my brain forever. I mean, there's other things that are worse that have happened to me. I don't want to give the impression, you know, I do live a privileged life, but I,
Yeah.
I really wish I didn't know that that
There are
story.
some. Yeah,
But
there are like
thank
things
you,
that you think.
Jessica Messica, for sharing the love dolphin story with us. So yes, yeah, I guess peace.
No.
Technically,
Oh my god, there was the word
was
like,
there a video? I don't believe it actually showed bestiality.
no, exactly. That is the crux of everything.
It
And
was a
but then,
biographical tale told by the
exactly. But
perpetrator of the love
but
crime.
then people, because everyone is evil, kept putting in gifs of like weird dolphin shit, like
Oh
weird
my god.
created
No, no,
dolphin
no.
things that I don't
Oh,
want to see.
because one of us did. Like there was a war, a dolphin war. They got mad. Somebody Shell. Was it Shell or Beanbag?
Oh, it
Got
was Shell.
mad
It was Shell. It had to be Shell because
about it
Beanbag
was
wasn't
Shell.
in there.
Shell got mad about the whole idea that we even knew about that story, and believe me, I was on Shell's side.
I love Shell so much.
But
you
it's
don't
not
understand.
like we were endorsing this thing that had happened. We just were. It was shared, a story that had been shared with us. Somehow that story leaked out that Jessica shared it with us. I don't know if she shared it with the Gut Girl Discord as well or what. But the dolphin thing did take off, and then yes, anytime Shell showed up, then they were plagued with dolphin.
I have accused
images
really
and art, and it was definitely Hot Mess Express ladies did torture Shell with dolphin imagery. I don't know if it was sexual in nature or not. I don't believe it was, because dolphins swimming sometimes can be a little confusing to people. I believe it was mostly just dolphins swimming around.
No, no, it wasn't.
But I don't know. I don't remember, because remember, I'm delicate. I have delicate sensibilities.
I remember.
I think I blocked out.
Like it was.
But I do remember it getting quite lurid. Maybe, yeah.
It was every instance of like.
But it had nothing to do with people and dolphins. It was just dolphins.
I remember.
Just dolphins being dolphins.
I remember every instant, or like not every instant. I remember that the reason I was perturbed and disturbed was that because people kept reposting every instance of like, when people go to like meet dolphins, right? Like,
yes.
Every time like a dolphin goes rogue, and like, and so that stuff, number one. Number two, that over the years,
you give these guys a topic, and they're gonna find the worst, and they're gonna throw it in your face. If you're like, the dolphins, they're gonna show you.
I over the years since the Hot Mess Express
can't show your weakness around sharks. You just can't.
No. Over the years since Hot Mess Express has whatever, I've definitely accused and been so optimistic that I had refound Shell, and and it's like both times been denied, by the person.
I thought Shell was now for a long time.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, we did. But
and we also thought Shell was Trolls Gone Wild, and we also thought Shell was Jacqueline Sue, or is that doxing somebody? Sorry.
No, wait, hold on. What is it? No, Jacqueline's. It's like that's a. I don't know how to not use people's names that have been used a million times. Has she said? What could we call her?
That's how she.
That's how she exactly. She's called herself.
She was in Hot Mess Express when I first joined because she dropped a bunch of stuff and then left.
Yeah, and
that's
on YouTube. As
I don't really want to talk about that today.
No,
sorry if that is doxing that person. I feel bad now.
No.
Anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That she was on. She became Jacqueline Sue on YouTube, like when she was Mod.
Okay.
So it's fine. That's like I'm going
hard. And even this picture, I know it's AI.
It's literally Doja Cat. What are you talking about?
Okay, because I was like, I don't remember. I was looking at it again to see how careful I'm trying to be here. Like, I don't want to dox anybody, but yes, Cunty did really identify with Doja.
No, yeah, she did, to the point that
I thought it was her. That's just because I decided that's what she looks like, but it's.
I know. And then at some point where she put there were pictures of Doja that I had never seen. So then I I was like, is this finally her? Is the reason she identifies so much with Doja because she looks exactly like Doja? But
I think I have one of her AIR pictures that she posted too. I'll show that to you later. I don't think I have it in this collection now though.
Oh, it's only interesting because it's I don't remember it.
I'll put hearts over faces.
Oh no, I remember it. It's a blue woman with mermaid pink hair.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that was every one of the ones she decided to share, though.
Of course, yeah.
So yes, exactly.
I know. Yeah, yep. She's a joy. Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. The next. I don't know what it is. I can't even remember now. It's been a minute since oh, so this
is no one. Who is this? What do you mean? Next slide. I am so sad. I loved him. I fucking love, everybody's pets I love. And so it's like
I didn't take this picture from the Discord. Someone else gave it to me. So I did.
Listen, you
and
could
I don't
commit a
know
war
this.
crime
I
against
don't know
people,
this
and I would
dog's
be like, you're
name.
justified. I don't know why you feel bad. I do not.
Don't know. Well, I don't know this dog's name, but like, so when you want to talk about the worst thing I've done, this is probably as close as I've gotten to doxing anybody at all, is like using a picture of somebody's dog. The other day in a live stream, someone was like, "We don't need to dox each other's dogs," and I'm like, "Oh."
Please tell me that
I totally
the
doxed the
screenshots
dog.
from this conversation are coming next. Please, 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 or no.
Oh, the sweet tart one.
Yeah, like that.
No, because that
Okay.
is not her. That's the other person. So I have that categorized as a cornbread.
Okay. Because I I feel like this doggy was in the conversation where I was like, George, get out of my face. These are my friends. Like, don't embarrass me. Like in Miami's chat, I feel like this doggy
Yes,
was
this dog showed up, and I think I have this account and it's renamed something else. I don't even know. It doesn't have the dog. I replaced the dog right away after that. It was only up for that
that
particular
night, like
stream.
that stream. Yeah.
And it got blocked. Like even during that stream, it got taken off, and then I changed the picture like even right after that. But yes, I did use somebody's dog because they had used a picture of the guy who broke into my house. They had used my best, like one of my old friends that I had rented from her office. They used my husband. They had like my business information, like they had doxed people that they thought were me. They had doxed my cherries and berries PDX thing. They had or not doxed it, but like impersonated it. They impersonated
the building, your business location, like in
everything. Yeah, like all this stuff. So I just I have pictures of all that too.
Yourself grace.
But this is me. This is after that. This is the one stream that I did. And then there's another time that I did go in.
But you're corrupt. Remember that.
Yeah,
I
was upset when Jessica doxed Miami's number in her stream and on a picture and a post.
Oh, you mean her real number? Yes, yeah. That does seem.
So I went in on the live stream and I was like, "Can you please take that down?" Could she just But I went through every single
You were modded, right? You were the one mod, like you were right.
No, she had unmodded me. I went in under not
I'm sorry. Okay, you went into Meska's live stream. Okay,
I was her. Yeah, I went into Meska's live stream after I left the Discord, after I was unmodded and all that.
Yeah. No, I thought
I hadn't left and I hadn't communicated with anyone, but I did go in there to stand up for
I remember that
stream. And so I did, and I did try and get
her. She couldn't be accountable for that either. She's like, what is her excuse? Like, she was like, she showed her number. Oh well, or some
no, I was she was like, it's not even her real number. It's a business number. It's this, and it's like, no, it's a real number that is connecting. Like, can you take it down now? Like, you have it up. Can you please take it down?
Yeah. How about that? Yeah. So
anyway,
I know it would be entertaining Allah to do your next you're ready to move on to your next phase right now, but maybe you could not dox your former lover, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, along with all the other stuff, this was the beginning. That was the first big
yeah, that was,
I think, because all of us had our own moments during this thing.
Yeah.
But I think that was like, and like, I had permission, by the way, because I'm like, hey, I'm going to use this picture. Hey, this is what my name's going to be. And we all thought it was funny because Jessica, anytime she got got kicked out of somewhere or banned from somewhere, would come back as not Jessica Mesca or
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I went in as not Miami Vice Pastels, and it was so obvious. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
Everybody knew exactly who it was, and
Yeah.
now it was me because I was not being sneaky. I was just like blocked from, and then that one got blocked, and then I went in again. I just kept going, and she was like, "Oh, I know who this is. Oh, I know who that is," and I just kept getting blocked until I was out of socks, which was like 4 accounts, but whatever.
Okay.
So
BRB.
anyway, yeah, I doxed a dog.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, you because of your
Daddy
corruption.
doggy. Because you
Uh,
remember she always used 2 eyes in her.
because she was a baddie,
She was
Cherry.
a baddie. I wasn't
You
about
can't
that
relate,
life.
but you can't relate to that. But Brooklyn was a baddie, so
She
yeah,
was
of
a
course, the
baddie.
dog is a baddie,
Little
and
baddie, so her little doggy baddie.
yeah, he smokes
Doggy.
vapes and he lives that life. He's about that life. So like, yeah, sorry that you can't relate to that. Okay.
But yeah, I'm wondering if people are like, and she doxed my dog. I wonder if that's where that came from. Just curious, but who knows?
I desperate. Well, hold on. Okay, we have to take a little break for 1 sec because I have to grab something. Un momento. I am going to. Hey, what? Hold on. Let's see what we have here. Oh, Auntie Medusa. Okay.
This is
Set the scene. This is Hunty Cord.
yeah, and I don't. Okay, so for a while there was a few people who were in both spaces, and this is like right after I left, I think. And one of the things, this is also another thing I did to get back at uh, Brooklyn specifically.
Good.
It's so
I remember
personal.
this account, but I don't remember. Yeah, what the
Okay,
story
so
is behind it. So okay, please.
because like my username in my account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I knew I had to ditch it. I liked it. I don't know if I probably told you the story behind it, but or do you want me to tell it again, or should I just?
No, yeah, please tell it again because you didn't tell it on stream, and I hate everyone. So yeah.
Oh, so I was really into First Amendment right auditors, and I love the Constitution. I have a political science, like a little bit of education, and it was just a minor, so not a lot. But I took some courses in law, and I've been politically active. I'm a clinical social worker, like licensed, and social workers often are political in nature, because anyway,
That's true. That's true.
working for the oppressed and everything. So anyway, I've been really, and during that time back then, it was like 2020, and especially in my city, there was a lot of police activity, and I was thinking about actually publishing some of the work that I did to protect people on the streets, but ultimately was doing it for my own reasons and didn't really want to implicate myself in any sort of thing. And at the time, people were getting kidnapped around me. So I decided maybe not to put myself, or I don't want to get arrested. I don't want anyone else to get arrested. I didn't do anything illegal, but I definitely was filming things that were done,
Yeah.
and on both sides, like
Yeah.
the yeah. So, and it was intense and everything, and I have turned all those films over to a group that knows how to handle that material, and like whatever.
Good.
It's all out there, but it's not under my name at all. And uh yeah, so anyway, so that's the cherries and berries is actually a sign for cop cars, because like the red and white, or the red and blue.
I never had a clue. I can't. I had no clue. I just thought you were cute and a quirky girl, and like I had
So
no
it's
clue.
another, it's like when we'd be like cherries and berries, like, or like there's a lot of different slang for like letting everybody know.
Like letting people know that like cops are on the block.
Yeah. And then also if we saw them, we would go towards them.
Really? Wait, why? Like
we were filming what they were doing.
Got you. Okay. Like meaning like it's like we're not going to let you do what you do in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
We were trying, and some of us caught those black vans that were kidnapping people, and they left pretty quickly, so that's good. But that's happening probably now, I assume.
Yeah. I was gonna ask.
Yeah, it was all around the ice building at the time. At the same, it's funnily enough, like we're back. You know, it was around the federal buildings, and there was a lot of strife and stuff. But anyway, so and then PDX just is my home where I live.
Yeah.
So Cherries and Berries PDX. Yeah. So that's where my original name came from. But then I of course, like I said to somebody, like I was delivered by a diseased COVID stork to like Girl World.
There's something wrong with you.
And then ended up in this Discord. And then, so this specific person really let us know that they wanted to have a child in their life. And I decided to, like, anybody who I know wants to have a child, like how I felt, I just projected, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt TikTok.
Yep.
And when I finally did get pregnant, I was told that I had a geriatric pregnancy because any pregnancy over the age of 33, I think it is.
Exactly. I know, exactly. It's a low, crazy.
A geriatric pregnancy. And then I got upset. And so I always would be like, excuse me, I'm at advanced maternal age. I'm not geriatric. So I'd always be correcting my doctors. So anyway, I use advanced maternal age as a personal dig to the person who wanted to have a baby and even wanted to talk about tricking their partner into having one, jokingly, but like obviously it was something they wanted. And so yeah, that they went personal, and I took something personal and put it back. Like that, they had my children, so this is what I had. This is
please.
So yeah, so when they went to look for me, they're like, yeah, this is baked lasagna, baked El Medusa, which El Medusa is a whole nother story, but this is like Becky saying, yeah, this was the account, because they had to find, I changed my name. And
no, it's just that it's like I'm putting, it's like puzzle pieces, and I remember, like, I don't know who, but I remember somebody putting that account on my radar, and then like them telling me, I got conflicting.
Well, if you look, I probably have one subscriber, and whenever I was like, why do all my accounts, my stock accounts, if I get like one subscriber, who is subscribing to me? And Ariel told me now every time.
But
every time they would.
Oh yeah, no. Anything that happened is null, according to.
So that's why I was like, oh, now it's creepy. That's how I got the whole idea that now it's creepy, because of the things they said, mostly Vegas, but also Ariel.
That's the thing. It's like she was set up. That's why I became friends with her, or that's why I was interested in becoming friends with her, because I was like, if the people that we were friends with could, color a person into or could betray me in such a weird, in such a, if I could be so blindsided by, by these people that I considered friends, then what, what are they lying about with this woman? And, it's the thing is, unfortunately, it's like, because of who she is now, or who she has blossomed into or bloomed into, it was very easy. And even then, like, because of her hair trigger temper, it was very easy to lie on her and just say everything was her. Anything bad that happened to us was her. It was so easy to do, because I had no enemies, that I knew of. So I just assumed that they,
exactly. Well, she was the mole somehow, because she definitely knew who the mole was, because
No, it's because Jacqueline Sue was feeding her information at that time. She had
nice.
quit the Discord, but yeah, Jacqueline Sue was still her buddy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because
But
she would, yeah, it was that, and like Kayla did a really good job of describing like now and like how the we would just be totally blind, like why, how did she just post
how did
emoji
she know?
5 seconds after I said that word? She posted emoji. How it's so specific,
I
really?
just came back
And
from
then
the
we were all just
dentist.
paranoid
Why
in
is
there
she
anyway
mocking
because
me?
of how the whole Discord started was sort of in a paranoid state, because that Discord had another Discord that had branched off and was voyeuring. This is what, from what I understood, because when I came in, there was this huge conflict because some of the group had made their own separate little group, and they were doing was streaming what Hot Mess Express was doing, and that it was really upsetting to Jessica that had happened, and that these people were talking about what was going on in her Discord. So she had decided to purge them all, and when I joined that Discord, it was like 120 something people, I think. It wasn't a lot, but there wasn't. And she just started kicking anybody out who hadn't been active at all, anybody she didn't know, or anyone who made her feel funny. And then people were fighting for their lives to stay or get back in. Some people were kicked multiple times just because she felt funny about them, and they had nothing to do with anything, and people could totally vouch for them. They just didn't want to dox themselves.
That's literally happened up until last year. Like I mean, to her last Discord before, I guess the present day one, like, yeah, you make her feel weird, she will kick you.
Like it could
And
be
then
your
you have to apologize.
PFP, it could be your name, it could be like you breathed funny. I don't know.
Mhm.
So she was just like, so then every day, like I had just joined, I didn't have an attachment to the group, but I thought it was kind of cool that somehow every day during this whole purge, I got to watch this really dramatic, because it was like witch trials. It was 24/7. People were on VC pleading their cases to her, and then they would all talk about that case for hours and hours. They would cycle around it, talk about whether that person should stay or not, and then a decision was made, and it was like on to the next. And so I remember people like Hammy, I think, on actual video saying, yeah, my mom, I need to take her to the ER, urgent care, but I just came on here to say blah, 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 blah. And here I am watching this person like plead their case to stay in the Discord. And I like type in something snarky like, meanwhile, her mom's dying. And I was actually concerned about her mom, but Jessica thought obviously that would be hilarious, right? Because I know get tone right in typing. So like it come across as such a bitchy thing to say, like, meanwhile, her mom's dying.
Yeah.
It is kind of like, it is kind of bitchy, but I also, it's tone. So I'm just like, this person's pleading to stay in this Discord, and they say their mom's that sick. Come on. I just didn't believe it. But also it was weird, but she got kicked. So Hammy got kicked out. And then people were upset about getting kicked out because people like Edna just got kicked out for, maybe she took a nap and
I
woke up and
can't believe it's like, it's so
and I
weird
think
to
they
still
even
be
said
learning.
something. They said something that's so out of character. Like if you heard someone say that about Edna, you'd be like, "Who are you talking about? Like what?" But yeah, some reason was made up, and Edna was like, "Dang," you know. And I don't think she was like crying in her pillow, but like it was just sort of like felt what like you felt excluded, and that felt weird. And that's when we say it was made exclusive by Jessica. We weren't like, oh, people wanted in that group and were upset that they got kicked it out. They were. And there were big feelings, and there was a lot of feelings about that. And that's why Jessica ultimately opened a whole separate Discord, right? We talked about that before too, Gut Girl. And people were still upset because they weren't in the real Discord.
Yeah.
And then when we did let them in, we locked everything down, so they didn't get to even see the real Discord anyway. No one ever really, except for the people who were in there and weren't pared down, like for that few months, however, 6 to 8 months. Like, yeah, it was tight, and no one left. Like the only person that came and left was Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas.
like you mean,
Everybody else was like. That's why I said when I left, I wasn't getting invited back. I knew anyone who left did not come back, and some people did leave, but they never ever came back. And I knew like it's a one-way exit. But the only one person who had a revolving door was Vegas, because she would just pout and leave that day, and then they would be like, "Come back," and they drag her back in.
this is true. Okay, I'm going to next slide.
Okay. Oh, this is like a beginning of a whole.
The face of an angel.
I know. Doesn't look at her.
She was healthy back then.
I
This is,
mean,
I mean, she was healthier than,
this
you know.
is me. This is the vibe. I want to just. This is my memory. This is me hanging out with this person. This is
Yeah.
the vibe. This is the face. This is
This
the
is
energy.
a good vibe. Like I have such, you know, like such tortured pictures of her, you know, comedic as they are, because like some of them are not in real, you know, actual anguish. Some of them are just, you know, like her being dramatic. But like this is like her healthy looking in her power, just, you know, just being her. And she
Yeah,
has good color, she has color in her face, like she looks good.
I know. Anyway, so this is Enchanted Roses. And I met her through Jessica because Jessica was upset with her for some reason. I don't remember why, but she was. So we all went from the Discord and jumped into her live stream one day. And she immediately blocked me, yelled at me, called me Jessica Mesca, and a bunch of other really horrible things. And I was upset because I'm not Jessica Mesca. And I was with her though. So, you know. But I decided to come in on my Natter sock account, original recipe, because you know he was a chef and all.
Chef, that chef cook, please stop. Thank you.
So, excuse me, I shouldn't. Well, he is a. I also good things. So
Yeah.
I used to talk to Natter and talk about his spices and stuff, and
Yeah.
always more paprika, please. So that's basically all I said. I would go in there and be like, "Hey, what are we making tonight? More paprika, please." And then I'd leave. But I don't go there at all and haven't for years and years, ever since everybody left during the bar lounge or whatever. So anyway, this is me just like going to see this late. So nobody else cared, right? But Jessica, when she left, um, like left this gift of this human being who sparked my interest because she screamed at me, and I was just like, why are you so angry with Jessica, and why are you so angry, and can't you don't even know me. I just felt like if I just start again as me, not Jessica or any, and then it blossomed. Like our friendship grew, and I talked to her about, let's see, I said, oh yeah, we talked about something about spying, and oh yeah, she was talking about. So this is me talking to her, but she actually ignored me for a long time. See, I even at the bottom say, "Boo, I'm a ghost," because I felt invisible. And she showed me a picture of her new house that day that she's gonna move into.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
and
this
it
was
was really cute.
wait,
And we talked about her
was,
necklace. She has it all pulled out because we had talked about where
was
she got
this
it.
was not was this was this pre house that we, you know, that we know her to live in?
This is before she moved into that house. Yeah, this is
Okay.
before
Okay.
that. Like she had lived in this other place, and
I don't remember the other place. Okay.
ah, and she moved into a new house with red shutters and everything. And she was mostly ignoring me, would ignore me, but I did end up catching her attention because um, she was talking about somebody she was seeing at the time, and she talked about him a lot. And I was like, was curious about that, and she said they were going to get engaged. And so where we really hit it off was talking about the wedding and the ring.
Yep.
Wedding colors, pink and orange, by the way.
Oh, that's, oh my God.
We
Yeah.
talked about, for a while, my PFP was a pear-shaped diamond because we had talked about pear-shaped rings, diamond rings. And I had a blast talking to her. Honestly, we talked about cottage cheese. We talked about sour cream. We talked about crock pot recipes, dates. And she talked, and so people would come in every once in a while and they'd be like, Jay's not real. And I was like, Jay's totally real. Why are these people saying that? Because just like the lady on the screen told me to do, there was a Q&A, and she just would say, watch the Q&A, and I did.
Oh my God, I did. When
I
I was never more traumatized in my life. Like, no, I mean, yes, I have since then. Yeah.
Remember, I made everybody else watch it in the
Yep.
Discord, and half the people lost interest. They must have gone back and watched it at a different time or didn't watch it at all, because it was really slow paced and it was hard to watch because her moderators and the people in the chat were not asking her appropriate questions. I would have been, you know me, I would have been all up in there asking
this
her.
lady was my best
And it
friend.
was an open book. She was
her.
like, anything, any questions. And they could have asked her anything, and she was answering them. And Jay was distracted. He was watching like Dancing with the Stars or something online, or Ice Capades. I can't remember. Or Olympics. It was something like that. And he was watching it, and he knew all about Go World, and he knew all about Jessica Mesca for some reason, which maybe he said her name and that's what made Enchanted Roses so upset. I don't know, but she did not like Jessica at all. And she asked all sorts of questions and talked about their dating history, and like, which was very, in the year that they had dated, they had been on 2 dates from what I remember, and talked about like her having cooked for him in the crock pot his favorite meal and this and that. So when, I guess, I don't know if we want to get here already, but like basically that information that I had from that Q&A is the information that the first original Jay took to be fake real first original fake Jay. And that was, I came into that situation and this person was asking the questions and I was like, oh, I know that answer. And I'd put it in the Discord and then that person would put it in the chat. And I was like, oh. And then they would ask another question. I'd be like, oh, I know that answer. And I'd put it in the Discord and then somebody would put it in the chat. And I was like, oh. And then it was like, they were like, what's his favorite ice cream? And I'm like, oh, I watched the Q&A. I got this. And it wasn't in there, right? And at first I thought someone else was just doing it or whatever, because like, but I guessed based on how I see this person, their favorite dessert was vanilla ice cream. And the next thing I know, it's showing up in the chat. And I'm like, oh shit, which one of you guys is fake Jay? And sure enough, it was like one of us. And then we did have a fake Glenn for one day, but then it got uncomfortable and decided not to do it anymore. But both of those concepts got like carried forward. And that's a whole, we can get that, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, this slide is how I met this woman. And then the next one, and then if you want, we can take a pause. Because I know you wanted to make it, we wanted to do a reaction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to do the reaction, but I hear somebody is shaking. Is he shaking off rain or just?
No, he was like flat stone cold asleep, but then he heard something happening out there, and he wants to go investigate.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I
Are you
think
sure? Do you want to take a 10-minute? Go and
no,
just.
it's fine. He's literally he's really okay. I promise
Okay.
you. After, because this will be quick, and then we'll just take a break, and then maybe we can meet like and finish the story another time or something.
I
You
was
know.
gonna say, you want to come over? Come over. Let's go.
Okay. So,
Like
but just yeah, we can end with this. Is the day I got modded. I just wanted to. I was so proud. And do you know when this
wait,
happened?
I need to process information. Okay, hold on. Um, okay, Cakes of Fire is modded, and she's like, "We got this."
Yeah,
Thank
because we
you,
got modded at the same time for some reason. Cakes and I were in there
because
chatting.
you literally were the same person at this period of time. At this period of time,
We had so much fun playing. Yes, I really, really saw, like, we gelled. Like, we had a vibe. We were like,
yes, it was such a vibe, and it was like you were both
we
the
were
mom
bounce
of the
off each other
two.
really well.
Like, yeah, and you were
Yeah,
like, it's just you were both the like you were both the kind and fun, cool,
moms.
cute mommies, and
Yeah.
like, and I just, yes, and that's what I wanted you to be. I just want in
We
my head, like in my fantasy of you two, you guys were best friends, and I wanted you guys
hey,
to be my mommy best friends. That's
I
it.
know, and I felt like at this point right here, I felt like that. I was on the
Yeah.
way to being really good friends with this person. Like, I was building a relationship with them. We were just getting to know each other really well. We were having a blast together. We were bouncing off each other. Humor was on fire. We just had like really good bouncing back and forth humor. So Cakes and I would take turns sometimes and hang out with this person because we couldn't handle it. It was a lot. Like, if we were the only one in the chat for an hour or something, and it was like we couldn't do that. Like, that's who could just talk. It was
And
too much.
this is
So
early morning schedule. Like,
yes,
right,
because
this
she
is
was
you
so
guys. Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys have
We
mommy
were in the
schedule.
yeah,
And
and
like,
so we would be hanging out in the Discord, be like, "Oh, she's live," and so we'd go hang out with her.
yep.
And then she'd be like, "I gotta go," and I'm like, "That's fine," or I'd be like, "I'm out," and she's like,
Mhm.
"Okay." And so we happened to be there at the same time, the same day, and someone said Jay's not real, and I said, "Yes, he is." And Cake said, "Yeah, watch the Q&A, like we should."
Yep. She had it. She gets it.
And then boom,
This
boom, we're
cat
modded.
thing is triggering because you know how like if I ever see myself on top chat, I'm like, you idiot. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what did you miss? Like, what did you miss? Because like I'll see
Oh,
like
but see, this
today.
is in the olden days, and no, we didn't miss anything. There's only 5 people in the chat, and they're all on the screen.
You're so right. Okay, thank you for giving me like what's it called, like logic, because but it just happened today, like for example in
Yeah.
Butsy's
Sometimes
chat.
it's been weird lately, and it won't switch from top chat for me
I
for
know,
some.
I know. It's been glitchy and
Ugh.
bad. But today it happened in Hussy's chat where I like I see people saying hi to someone and I'm like, I can't see them. Am I blocked? No, no. Like, what? Am I blocked? Like, and then it's like, you're on top chat. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you even have you ever even been on YouTube before? How are you on top? You know what I mean? Like, it's like that's the first thing you have to do.
I
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
I know. I love the chat. I love watching the chat. I'm not sure if I really like it when it's embedded. As far as on my phone, it's really hard to see on the screen when it's embedded in the picture on there. But I do.
You
So
can't move it around when you're like if you're
yeah,
watching replay, like why does it
exactly.
have to be in bed?
So
Like,
I'm not sure if I like that feature. Creators just saying as a chat watcher and someone who actually has to read too, like to process a little bit
yeah.
sometimes. So
Oh
anyway,
wait, are you talking about? Oh, I know. I can give you this. Oh my god, if I'm giving you this gift for the first time, I'm so excited because somebody gave it to me. Okay, are you talking about the fact that the words appear on the image on your phone?
so they do both. Like, I can see the chat scrolling, right? But if I want to do live chat, if I want to do a replay, some people don't render the chat. They just let it play in the screen, like with their,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So if you're watching it live,
Uh-huh.
you can automatically, if you like the video, then go to your liked videos and
Uh-huh.
click on the video from there. It automatically switches to this format and separates it into video, chat, separate.
Nice.
Just yeah,
I'll try.
that's it's a gift because it's just like
Well,
I
they update
understand.
the app sometimes, and I don't always keep up. What? And a
No,
lot of times I'm just listening anyway. So,
no, but it's
but
really like
I
it
do like
it
reading the
bugs me.
chat.
It's just like there's one creator that like that will stream in vertical a lot, I guess. And then
Uh-huh.
and it really, really bugs me to like have the words on this. I don't know, it's just I don't like it at all. So yeah, I one time Craig, you might not even know who that is. Craig told me about this, and it changed things for me. So I want to pass that along. Okay.
I didn't. That's good because the
Who
other
is this
the
person? I don't know if you
but
can
you
see
know
my
what's so
highlighted
funny?
area.
What?
I said, who is this person? You
Who?
can't see my highlighted area, so I'm not telling you.
Mm. Okay.
It's
Well,
not even
anyway, but
just
like
a
what's funny
Satan.
is one, Ariel is sad.
Wow, cakes. This is sad. Wait, wait. She's mad at you guys. Is like being
Because,
you guys
and by
are
the way, I didn't even notice Ariel was there because I didn't have Ariel on my radar at all. They were in the Discord under a whole nother name. And so I didn't know who they were. And then even if they were like, this is Ariel, I still wouldn't know what that meant. Ariel could have been anybody. Like, I didn't know Ariel at this point at all. I didn't know who they were, what they were about. When they said this is sad, I don't even think I registered. Cakes and I were so excited we had gotten this. We weren't expecting it. It's not something that I don't think she was. I certainly wasn't. Um, we didn't ask for it. We had just been chilling with this lady, kind of trying to get to figure her out because she bugged Jessica, and also we were curious because she yelled at us and was weird. Cakes obviously got to stay. Cakes I had to change because I was Jessica and I got kicked out.
yeah.
But we were in there and playing and just talking to her, and we got modded for sticking up for the fact that someone said Jay's not real. And we were super excited. But meanwhile, bomp bomp, Ariel was mad. And this is because honestly, I had no idea the mod game. Oh, and I want to just put this in there. My plan, you know this, right? Was to give this account to Jessica.
Yep. Yep.
I wasn't even, and actually, I shelved this mod ship after what happened later with Ariel. I put it on a shelf and just hung on to it because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I didn't want to use it, but I knew I was going to do something. I just knew to hold on to it and be quiet. So I just sat on it for like months. And if I went into her account, I'd go in under other things. I didn't block people. I didn't upset anybody. I didn't ruffle any feathers. I just quietly chilled. And her block list was extensive. She didn't know how to unblock or even look at her block list. And she got confused anytime anyone would try to walk her through it. So I knew she wasn't going to like worry about me, especially if I was just quiet and I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't get kicked out because she was temperamental.
That is her. That is what she was. Angel.
But yeah, my whole having no idea the value of this, I knew it was valuable because it was like a wrench in this person's chat or whatever. And I knew kind of that wrenches were a thing, but I had no idea how upsetting this particular day would be for Ariel G.
Mm-hmm.
She was.
Well, the thing is that she it wrenches our life. Troll is life, which if I ever put my screenshots in a slideshow, we can observe. But it's just so. I mean, it like nothing brings me greater joy than to see Ariel like get. She's genuinely disgusted, like by what she's seeing now, which is like a gross abuse of power because
Right?
of the way that she
How
would use
dare we?
power
This is
differently. How
horrible.
dare like oh.
And it's
Oh.
probably specifically me, right? Because
Oh
cakes
no,
good
it's
for
you.
you.
It's you. She wants you to like. She doesn't know who you are, right? Like this
And
is what
I don't
she doesn't
even
know
know
who
what
you
I'm
are yet.
doing. What a waste.
Yeah. So she's like, get her like she can't go at you. She don't know who you are, so she has to go at Cakes, and tell her how sad she is. She's just Ariel's a joy. Like, and I just hope every like
But
moment
you
of
know, she was
her
there for this
time.
moment, and I'm glad we shared it together. And it makes what happened in the next few slides make a lot more sense, I guess, in her world and her view and her context. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is me and Ariel bumping elbows in chats in the early Val days. Oh, we're gonna go on. You don't want to stop? Okay.
Wait, I mean, I do want to do the thing.
It's okay, but look at this is beautiful.
Wait, why are you saying why are you saying the
I
eye?
just love now. Look at the background.
No, this is an angel. This is also an angel. She's a different kind, but yeah, it's like it's so pretty. She okay, Null to me, I mean, like stupid Mesca, she calls her a shapeshifter. But like I guess that is an appropriate word. It's that Null does not look the same in any two photographs of Null. There is not two photographs. No, you can never pin this woman down.
It's always her, and you could tell it's her, but like
it's the craziest
how is
thing.
she so expressive?
She's the most expressive human. She changes ages. She changes like complete like her facial expression. I have an entire area. Okay, like I mean, I collect art on this woman now. I collect art on this woman. I have
she is art. She's half poetry,
art. Like I just have
song lyric,
like screenshots dedicated to just her facial expressions, close up facial expressions. I have her little bat teeth. Like those are my favorite, and I started drawing because of Null.
I'd love for her to start pulling stuff off the shelf and showing us all of it. I want to see all of it, everything.
She could start doing that today and be.
I asked her to. Do you think she listens to me? I told her she's an artist, that she could just arrange collections and just grab things from different shelves and start putting them together, arrange a whole storyboard, and we would be into it. We would just watch her take different objects from those shelves and start collecting and putting them together, because it would be found object art, and it would be amazing.
Yeah, but no, I mean she's not going to do it because she's under lawsuit now, or she's being copyright suited by Mesca, so she's going to deny the world content. We're not allowed to see her.
But fine. That's Jessica's another thanks a lot, Jessica.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot, Jessica, for like just
denying us like the artist we know, the interior decorator we know could be here. I see a different future for this person than
I know. It's like it could just be different. Like just literally forget the world you knew. Drop it, come back to this.
Also forget since this time, can we just go back in time and start over from here now?
Please. Like I'm happy. Like, please, I will forget everything. Like let's just go right here. Like I mean, it's like I won't forget this idiot in blue that's saying facts, cherries, sunglasses face because I'm a moron. Like that person, no. But also whoever Don Keatic was, I mourned their passing because
they were hilarious.
They were hilarious. That was
I guess we'll never know. But speaking of the whole mod thing, I show up to this now chat and I start.
Oh my god, I didn't read anything. Okay, wait, stop. Okay, you talk, I will read. Stop.
You know what's funny is it's my old purple PFP too, which is funny because they just tried to tell me that I was trying to copy Jessica's hair because I had purple wig.
Jessica because I have a channel. I just by being on YouTube, I'm trying to copy Jessica.
It's a thing. I did. I got a wig before I knew Jessica and wore it and took a picture of it of myself before I met Jessica.
Purple before Jessica, you're saying?
Yeah, because it's actually my birthstone and my favorite color, but because Jessica, purple. Basically, all my wardrobe's purple and everything I own is purple or bright green. Either one. Yeah. I'm like I'm like the Joker over here. But
sounds sus to me. Okay.
Anyway, I am sus. Yeah. So this is use of no one's like me. I don't know.
You voting chicken was that like I hate you guys that indulge her food nonsense. What is happening?
So there's some conversation about what to make for dinner.
No, do you hear the music?
Oh, do you have music? Or is it my dog?
No, it's music. Hold on. Have we been recording for 2 hours? Hold on, I'm pausing for 1 second.
No matter what.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. So even though we're in the middle of the story, and I'm sure everybody is just riveted, I have to let my dog out. So we're gonna have to take a break. I gotta take a walk. He deserves like some time. So
Yes, okay, I'm posting this as is.
Okay, and then we'll finish it. I swear we'll get to it very soon. Okay.
Yes.
But I gotta run. Okay, I'm sorry.
React these. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.